If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Leo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2016. This month, I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hobbit Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, so to get a reading with details pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Ascendant, and Leo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they will definitely resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Leo, now on to your reading for September 2016. The first card you have that shows up here today, Leo, is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. So this looks to me like it is, I don't know whether it's Saruman or Gandalf. I hear there's a lot of things happening in your life in September, and you need to take things and tackle things one step at a time. I do feel that you've been tired of being manipulated by others, or tired of witnessing manipulation going on by others with other people. Either it's affecting you directly or you're witnessing it. I do feel that you're going to make there's some Leos that are going to make some kind of a public announcement that are going to say, I'm out of this running. Now, it could be a political running. It could be something else. It could be some other kind of, like, you could be in a situation that you're like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this anymore. But it's like a public announcement. I feel like you've been trying to keep abreast of changes and things that have been going on, but I feel like you may have felt like some things have gotten too overwhelming for you, and that you've needed to take some kind of time out and slow things down, like either take a rest, a vacation, or just, take a step back, because I get there's been a lot of things that have been going on, a lot of changes, you trying to keep on top of all of them, but I feel some of them have been too overwhelming for you, and you need to now slow down. I do feel that some outrageous claims have finally been put to rest, and some outlandish situations are finally over. This could be in family situations. It could be in a work-related situation. It could really even be in a social situation, but it comes up like any outlandish, accusations or things that have gotten blown up out of proportion and gone overboard. I get that that's all come to a close and has settled down. I do feel that you're kind of being tired. You're tired of being the front runner of things, and you want to take a step back, or settle down, relax, take a step back, let other people run with the ball a little bit for a while. Like, that's the sense I'm getting here through the Hierophant. I see you having to tackle some job that's a big job in front of you with your sleeves rolled up. Some of you this could be dealing with estates, wills, estates, family disruptions, going into somebody's house and having to take it apart or dismantle it. It could be you having to go into work and they've given you a whole, here's a whole department we want you to dismantle. Here's a whole, computer situation that we want you to take apart and rework the whole thing all over again and, start this whole new system. Whatever it is how it's going to apply to you, Leo, it's something big. It's something you have to tackle. You're up to your elbows in it, and because you're rolling your sleeves up, and I see you having to tackle it and dive into it. I don't feel you don't want to do it. I feel you do want to, in a way. You want to get to it. So I feel like this kind of helps keep you in a position that you want to be in. That's good and wise for you to be in. Because I feel in some ways you don't necessarily trust other people to do it properly or to handle it the right way. It's like, I'm not saying you think they're all incompetent or idiots, but I feel like you look at it like, I know if I do it and handle it, it's going to be handled in the right way, in a concise way, in short order. And I don't feel that you trust other people to handle it in that way. That's how it's coming up to me with the Hierophant. By the way, if I didn't mention that at the beginning of the card, because I'm so confused, I don't usually use these cards. I do like them a lot, but I don't use them much. The Hierophant symbolizes God giving you blessings, or a cautionary card of a warning, like it's either blessings or a warning. It can also indicate higher education or higher learning. That's the card meaning of the Hierophant to me. But as I always say, I go by what my guides say. Sometimes the messages they give me don't match the card, and sometimes they do. So I like to tell you what the card means too. So sorry if I forgot that. So now the next card you have in your reading, Leo, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, heading off to a new and better horizon, but or a new unknown journey with the stick of power and control in your hand. You have control, but it's leaving an unhealthy emotional relationship, something that didn't work for you emotionally. I feel like you're going to have to handle a lot of minute details and making sure that you've crossed all your I's, crossed all your T's, and dotted all your I's. They're talking about handling very minute detail. I do feel some of you Leos have had some kind of pressure on you recently to bring something to completion, to finish something. I do get, now the pressure could have been coming from yourself. You could have been pressuring yourself, but this pressure could have also been coming from other people. I go back and forth here. I know I'm sounding duplicitous, but I also hear you feeling like you're tired and really ready to hand the reins over to somebody else, which sort of contradicts some of the messages I'm getting here. So these could be different situations, but I see you feeling like, oh, I am so depleted and exhausted of this situation. I want to hand the reins of being in charge or control over to someone else. I need a break from this stress. I feel some of you Leos are going to be having that feeling in September. I do feel that some of you may find yourself working with opposing forces and you kind of being in the middle of the situation. But I get you dealing with opposing forces. I do feel that some of you, it's kind of time to change your direction. And I hear that something came up in August that was like almost like a game changer situation for some of you Leos. I do also feel that there have been some hurtful things that have been said to Leos. And this may have come up in August, and it may still be going on in September, but I do get, it feels like it's already happened to me, the way they're saying it. Like, I feel like you're dealing with, you make some remnants of it, or you're in the aftermath of some hurtful words and things that were said to you, could have happened back in the end of August. Some of you, I feel, are getting ready to go with either a companion, like a friend, or someone you're a love mate to you, a love partner. Could even be work, but it doesn't really feel like a work thing to me. Getting on some kind of jet plane. they're talking about that. So I feel some of you Leos are really planning on going somewhere. And it feels like big to me. Like this is a big trip. It's not for many of you, I don't feel like it's a small hop, skip, and a jump. It feels like a big trip to me. I do feel if in the past your words that you've used or said have been misunderstood by people, it may come back and get revisited or discussed in September and you may have to put this misunderstanding to rest, like settle it, like repeat what you had said before to set the record straight. And I want to say this, I said this in the previous recording I did, that I have to remind people that Mercury is in retrograde. I don't know whether it starts on the 30th of August or the 31st. I don't know that, but it's one of those two dates, and it goes, I think, until the 22nd of September. So a lot of things can get revisited from the past. People can come back from the past. I mean, you can Google what happens in Mercury in retrograde. There's a lot to it. And it's not always bad to revisit the past. It's not always bad to review things. It is a good time for reviewing other things as well. Not great time for starting things, but reviewing them, it's good. And so that came up for you there. You might want to pull that little bar back and listen to what I said. There may be something you said to someone where they may have misunderstood it, and then it gets discussed again, or you may have to clarify something in September. So just know that, Leo. So the next card you have here in this reading is the Nine of Cups. Wow, look at that. You had Eight of Cups and Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups to me is wish fulfillment, all good things coming to you in an emotional sense, usually about a particular thing you want to see happen. Some of you may be getting a loan. Some of you may be selling something. Having something bought from you can come up here for some of you Leos in September. I do feel that you've been surrounded by, some of you Leos have been surrounded by people that have been jealous of each other, people that have been fighting, and this feels like a group of people to me. And it's either family or work. It's one or the other. For some of you, it could even be both. But I'm getting jealousy or people just arguing, disagreeing. And I don't feel it's just like you and one other person. I see multiple people here. And you may not have been the one in it. You could have just been watching it, or could have been affecting you and been around you. But I feel like it's coming to a close. I feel that's going to end or start to dissipate and fade into the past. So that's good. I do feel that some of you Leos have to work through a lot of paperwork. I'm going through a lot of paperwork. It could be somebody else's paperwork, or it could be in your job. It sounds weird because do people have paperwork anymore? I mean, everything's done on the computer, but the way they're phrasing it to me, it's going through a lot of paperwork. If you have something that you would like to get taken off your hands, I do feel that you have you selling something, because I get somebody coming in and taking something you have off of your hands, like, oh, you don't want it anymore, I'll buy it from you. It could be a piano, it could be a car, it could be anything that you want to sell. Could be a patio set, maybe you have, or indoors, maybe you have television or entertainment center you don't want anymore. But I get somebody going, oh, I'll take it off your hands, you don't want that anymore, I'll buy it from you. So I do see that coming up for some of you. I see some of you dithering over it, though. You don't know whether to sell it or let it go. So I don't see it being a clear-cut thing in your mind. Some of you may find that if you've been working under a specific agreement or contract, that you've been having to operate or work within the parameters of the guidelines, you may ask for you to be released from this contract, or ask if some of the parameters of what's expected can be changed somehow, broadened, expanded, let some of it go. I don't know how it's going to be for each one of you, but I do see you being like, I want this circumstance to either end this contract or certain aspects of whatever this is to be changed. So the next card you have here in this reading today, Leo, for September 2016 is the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins to me is the Queen of Pentacles, which would either be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown that it's a queen. If the messages come up that sound male, men can come up as queens in a general reading. Any of you Leos that have been in any kind of relationship where you have been feeling unwanted or unloved, I feel that you're going to be getting out of that relationship or doing a review about it, at least. I hear that you're tired of being like stuck in a box. You're tired of any kind of confinement. If you've been feeling like you're in some kind of confinement and that you want to step out of this confining, could be anything, confining contract, confining relationship, confining family situation, whatever it is, I get that you want to step out of this confining situation. I get it again. It's been repeated a lot in this reading in different ways that you're ready to hand the reins over to someone else. Maybe you're getting really sick and tired of being the leader or the head person or the scapegoat or the one that has to do all the decision making. I get you feeling like you just don't want to do that anymore or wanting to. I'm a little confused about your reading. I'm not going to lie, Leo. Your reading is confusing me the most because I'm getting like, unless I'm picking up different situations, some of it seems like, I see you tackling things and wanting to be in charge and rolling your sleeves up and having a lot of paperwork or things that you have to go through and that you want to do it because you don't trust other people. But I also get at the same time, you're sick of a situation, could be a different situation, that you don't want to be the one in charge. You don't want to be the scapegoat. You don't want to be the one that has to deal with everything, and you want somebody else to hand the reins over to somebody else. I do pick that up. So your reading has been a little confusing to me. I do pick up that if there is a person, somebody else that gets put in charge, that you're going to be relieved, and then I see you walking away. This could even be in a job. Maybe you work somewhere and they're like, okay, we're going to put this person in charge. And you're like, thank God I'm out of here. I don't know. It comes up like you walking away, somebody else stepping in, getting put in charge of it, and you walking away. That may only apply to some of you Leos. I feel like you're going to be going through a lot of changes for the next 7 to 8 months. And I do feel that some of you Leos are going to find yourself working with new people. If you're a working Leo, I see you working with like a whole new group of people, a whole new team of people. Maybe you're still working at the same business or company you would work for, but you're going to work in a different division or a different location, or, so it could be a change like that. For some of you, it could be a complete job change, could be a career change even. But I do get you working with a whole new group or team of people coming up. But there's the next 7 months, there's a lot of things that are going to change or be really important that are going to happen in your life, Leo. That comes up here. I do feel that you have a new opportunity to change what you're doing. And then when you do change what you're doing, you are going to be spotlighted and highlighted in some kind of new and different way. I do see some of you Leos working on some kind of new project or new plan that is going to open up some doors for you. I feel like you're going through some kind of transformation. I actually feel like you're shedding some, coming out, like the chrysalis coming out, the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis kind of feeling. Some of you are going to be on the road, and I hear on the road again. I feel like some of you will be if you've been on the road before and you stop doing that, you may return to it. If you've never done it before, you could be on some kind of circuit or junket where you have to go around and you're like making a presentation in this city or town, and then in this city and town, and then or this different state, like, or province. I get you going around. Now, some of you may be doing tours or lecturings. So it could be a music tour, it could be a business tour, it could be some kind of seminars you're giving or classes you're teaching. But I do feel you going around and making, I'm going to call it appearances. It could be an appearance to do a lecture, to teach a class, to teach a seminar, to do a musical engagement, singing. Anything could be. You got to think about it, Leo, because it's for all the Leos out there how it fits for you. So the last card you have here of the 5 cards for September 2016 from the Hobbit Tarot deck, you have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands to me would be a fire sign male. This would either be a Leo, could be you, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Don't be thrown that it's saying king, because females can come up in a general reading as a king. I feel like you're doing a lot of things of clearing the decks, getting rid of things, getting rid of old ideas, old things. I see you feeling like I'm going to feel better once I get rid of all these things I have in front of me. Some of it is stuff, some of it is papers, some of it is work projects, some of it is old deals, old paradigms, old way of doing things. I get you're going to feel a lot better. I'm hearing that as your thought. Like, I'm going to feel a lot better once I clear everything, clear the decks is how it comes up. I do feel some of you Leos have had some frustrations dealing with family members. Could also be work or socially, but it really comes up as family members. And I see you taking a pause and taking some time to think about it and review what these problems have been. I do see I see you getting promoted or making some kind of advancement. You've proven yourself in some way, and you're moving up somehow. You're having some kind of advancement. I see you changing your perspective. I see you looking at things from a new and fresh and changed perspective. I also get you having the opportunity or chance to sell your wares, your products, or your services through a website, through some kind of new business arrangement or opportunity that you're going to create. But it comes up as selling your wares, whatever your wares are. Maybe you create some kind of, maybe you create web designs for other people, or you write books or sell videos, or maybe you create things. With your hands. Maybe you do cabinetry, or you rebuild cars. Whatever it is, I get that you're going to have some kind of new opportunities to sell your wares, and you may very well be doing it through a website, or your website may become linked to some other big nationally known or worldwide known website that's going to drive a lot of business to you, because I feel like, especially if you create your own things, whatever it is you create to sell, I see that advancing for you, picking up, getting highlighted, spotlighted, moving forward, taking a step up. I also see you getting a different perspective on your life, on your business, on your associations, who you've been dealing with, and things that have been unnecessary pressures for you, or too much stress and pressures for you. I see you getting looking at it from a different perspective, and possibly thinking of ways to improve it, change it, bring more balance into your life. That also comes up here. Taking a positive spin on an old topic, or changing something, putting a fresh new spin on an old topic also comes up. And I'm also hearing the words rehearsals. So some of you are going to be rehearsing for something that you're going to do. Some of you maybe going to a rehearsal dinner. Maybe you're going to get married and you're going through a rehearsal for that. Or you produce your own videos and you're doing some kind of rehearsing for something you're going to change. Or maybe you're putting on webinars and you're rehearsing for something you're going to do with a webinar. Or it could also be rehearsing, like maybe you're going into a television studio or to a movie studio and you're having to do rehearsing comes up. But rehearsals also comes up about and around you in the month of September 2016, Leo. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I certainly hope it made sense. I want to thank you for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my videos here on YouTube. And if you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Leo, where I look into this crystal for you and get additional messages, you can get these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for September 2016 crystal readings for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and clicking on the videos tab on my menu and going to page 7, and it will be at the top of page 7. It will say September 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video. I hope you have a spectacular month of September, Leo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.